Good morning, everyone. So today I'm on, what's today? I think today's the 27th, but I'll have to check again. I'm pretty sure it's the 27th. Today I'm on to do something kind of fun. Although some people probably don't think this is a fun topic. They probably think it's a scary topic. So today I'm going to get a reading, the true story, a reading on the zombie apocalypse. So I know that people are afraid that this is going to happen. And I just say go deeper. So for me personally, we'll see what the universe says. But for me personally, I feel as though we've been living through the zombie apocalypse, because what do zombies do? They eat people's brains because they're incapable of using their own, right? They're brain dead. So what have we been seeing? What have we been living through? We've been living through a period of time, most of our lives, that people rely on other people's brains to give them the information they need to make decisions in their own life. And we really saw that amp up in 2020. People couldn't make a decision about their own life. They couldn't go out without a mask, even if they hated the masks, because somebody else was telling them to. So they were receiving their guidance through somebody else's brain, or somebody else's dictatorship is the way I look at it. But you know, everybody ran to get a shot that had been hurriedly created, supposedly hurriedly created, right? Because they were told to. And they didn't want to look at actual information and that could guide them in any other direction on many topics, because somebody else had a brain that was telling them to use their brain instead of their own, because their brain knew better than the individuals. So and then the individual would go out and make their choices based off from somebody else's brain. So to me, the zombie apocalypse is real, and we've been living through it our whole lives. So, and to me, them telling you about the zombie apocalypse just tells you that they're telling you in their way that they can get away with, that you can scoff at or not quite believe, but still follow. They're telling you what they're doing with the PSYOPs and with the MK Ultra. They're getting people to not use their own brains and to follow other people's brains. Does that make sense? So that's what it's always been to me. So I could be wrong, obviously, but I don't run into fear. I don't run with fear about things. I just don't. Let me tell you, when I was a little kid, I had older brothers, and they wanted to educate me about the boogeyman. And they told me all this stuff about the boogeyman to scare me, because older brothers are kind of shitheads that way, right? And they were quite a bit older than me. And then they went to tell me that the boogeyman lives under my bed, and once the lights go out, he's there, right? So my light switch to my bed was my bedroom was by the bedroom door, which was a hop, skip, and a jump away from my bed. And in the beginning of this, terrorizing their little sister, because that's what they were doing, I would stand by that door, and I would feel all of this fear, and I would switch that light switch off, and I would run to the bed and hop in. And then I would be afraid all night what was underneath it. And then I just got really tired of being afraid. I just got tired of being afraid. So I started switching that light switch off and walking to my bed and standing there for a few minutes. Nothing grabbed me by the ankle. Nothing. And eventually I would just tell my brothers that they were stupid. They were stupid. And they didn't get to terrorize me anymore. So if a little kid can face their fears, then we adults can certainly face our fears. Okay? Like, we can do it. We can face our fears. But fear is something that they wanna trigger you back to all the time, because fear is useless to you. Being in fear does you zero good. But that's a vibration that they count on us being in, so they can continue to manipulate us. So today, obviously, only truth is welcome here, and the healing intentions are set for you folks. So if you want them, decree them, stand in your power, and decree it for your highest and greatest good only and always. Let's get a true story from the universe about the story of the zombie apocalypse. So now it's people are worried that anybody who got the vaccinations will be triggered by a 5G event or some sort of event that will turn on these nanoparticles inside of them and turn them into zombies. And that's the story, or something to that degree, right? The universe knows what I'm talking about. So let's get a true story about this zombie apocalypse. Is this story and the way it's being presented and the fear that's been built up around it true? Let's see if there's any truth to this story, okay, you guys? To me, it's just another form of division. This is another way for you to be afraid of your neighbor, or stay away from your neighbor, or not want to have anything to do with your neighbor because you're afraid they're jacked up on something that, with the flip of a switch or with some form of activation or a key word or whatever, will turn them into some sort of monster, right? So it's just another way to keep people divided instead of coming together. So let's get it. That's just me. It's me. Let's just get a true story about this, okay? All right. So what's driving the reading, the zombie apocalypse reading, is feelings of despair, witchcraft, and enlightenment. Right? So feelings of despair, and then manifesting these feelings, and then bringing them in through the crown. We have strength. We have the King of Pentacles, right? So we're strong. We're abundantly strong. So imagine what we're manifesting when we get caught up in this. So across from strength, it's saying walk away from this stuff that doesn't serve you. Gather in your communities. Again, fear, 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 fear. So, true story about the zombie apocalypse. With strength, she tames her fears. She takes all of her weaknesses and she turns them into courage and strength. She literally tames this beast, right? Because she knows she can. She's strong. She's abundantly strong. Across from her, she walks away from that which doesn't serve her. Above that, she joins her communities, right? Brings joy to the community. What's driving this reading is really, it's telling you that they want you to feel disappointed. They want you to have a lot of feelings of chaos around this, because this is a 5, right? And they want you to manifest the things that you're fearing and feeling desolate about into being. So that then that goes out into the collective consciousness. Because that's where these douchebags manifest from, our collective consciousness. And that's why it's so important, as you know, for us to shift our consciousness, lift our vibration, do our inner work, heal ourselves. Don't run with fear, because that goes out into the collective. And the more of us that are doing this type of work individually upon ourselves, that goes out into the collective. The more of us that are the higher frequency, that aren't manifesting these things that they want us to manifest into being, the collective changes, right? And so the world changes, because the world is now manifesting at a higher level instead of in that 3D fear, anger, hate, war, terror, desolation, suffering, lack. Now we're manifesting at a place of love, joy, abundance, knowing our magical manifestation, right? Beauty, seeing the things that we want, rather than manifesting for them for free, which is what I keep trying to get out there. Stop manifesting for the cabal for free. Go deeper. Go deeper. Think about the zombie apocalypse and just don't think of monsters tearing people apart. Go deeper. Go within. Go deeper. See what the actual message is in that. See what the actual message is, right? So can we get more of a story here, please? All right, so what they want you to know is anything that they were going to do vibrationally to anybody isn't going to happen. We've been moved out of that troubled water. So anything that they had planned to do to activate, they're not going to be able to. Humanity's been moved out of that troubled water and into a new, smoother way of being. Apparently, we went in and we stole the ability for them to do this, okay? And it's done from a place of sharing and caring and love and just caring about humanity. So is there anything more to that? People worked together. We have these, working together, sharing. People worked together to stop these dark agendas and lift that vibration and shine a light on it. So anything that they had once planned is not going to happen. We've moved out of that troubled water. The technology that they may have had to activate people in some form of way has been stopped. So I never thought an activation would create a zombie. Maybe an activation would create mass illness, right? And maybe these people would have gotten really, really sick. But I don't believe they would have come after us, the zombie apocalyptic type of thing. And so anything that they had been planning to do with any type of frequency, you guys, we've moved out of that. The technology has been stolen from them. People worked together because they care. They care. Teamwork, very much teamwork against these dark agendas to shine a light here. So very much to lift that vibration and shine that light. So, let me just say, so you're telling me, we'll get this, right? So what you're telling me is that we're abundantly strong, and you're asking us to walk away from these narratives, and spread joy into the community. That what's driving the reading was the wish for people to feel that chaos, that fear, that desperation, and then they would manifest it into being, and it would go out into the collective. but you're assuring us that the vibration has been shifted and we've been moved out of troubled water, because actually any tools that they had, that they could have done anything which would have created any type of an activation, have been taken away from them just out of sheer caring, because there are people that actually care and are working on our behalf, teamwork going on our behalf to get rid of these dark agendas and shine a light and lift a vibration so that they can't do this stuff, right? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you are telling me? Never forget your strength, you guys. You're abundantly strong. You're abundantly strong. So what you focus on, because you are abundantly strong, that's what you help to manifest. So your emotions are in alignment with your thoughts and your words, and you're manifesting abundantly with strength at that point. So get your emotions, pull in those feelings of joy, love, happiness. Get those emotions going. Use your words and your thoughts with those emotions and manifest abundantly with strength for those things. Stop working for the cabal for free. Stop working for the cabal for free. And then, go a little deeper and see why are you triggered back to fear? What is it why are you triggered back to fear? What is it inside of you that needs healing? That makes you so afraid of what's going on in the outside world? What needs healing? What part of you doesn't feel safe? And heal that. Love that piece of yourself. Nurture that piece of yourself. Release, release, release. So are you telling me that I've read this right? Yes. Happy ending. Happy ending. I've read it right. Story's complete, and it's very simple. We are strong. We are abundantly strong. We are so strong that anything that we think of, feel, whenever our feelings match our thoughts and our words, we're abundantly creating that in the collective. Abundantly, because we're that strong. We're that powerful, you guys. So we need to walk away from the things that are not serving us, which is fear, anger, rage. Anger is good if it's righteous and if it triggers action, but it's not good if you're just steeped in it. It's not good to just steep in it. And anytime we get angry, we also have to self-reflect. Is it righteous anger, or are we just being triggered? Find your triggers. See why you're triggered. And heal it. Triggers don't serve anyone. Our triggers do not serve us. When we're triggered out of an emotional response, it doesn't serve us, you guys. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us down. Like, we could be pissed off at the whole world all the time if we allow these triggers to rule our day, to rule our thoughts, to rule our emotions, to rule our lives. Why would we do that? Why would we want to be stuck in triggers, right? So if you're angry, why are you angry that somebody said something that you don't like? Everybody can think differently and be different and have a different opinion. Why would that anger you? Why do you need people to feel as you feel? Figure it out. It's usually an insecurity thing. Or it's a narcissistic thing, right? But figure it out, heal it, because it doesn't matter if anybody feels the same as you. Your feelings are valid, and you don't have control outside of yourself. So, and it's not for you to try to control anybody else. It's not for any of us to try to control anybody else. It's for us to be leaders in our life. And the only thing that we have control over is our life and our life path and how we live our lives. That's all we can control. Everything outside of that is just outside of that. And know that the more you lift your own frequency and the more healing you do, the more emotionally healthy you become, the more mentally healthy you become, the more spiritually healthy you become. It's contagious. It's contagious. The people that you spend a lot of time around, it starts to rub off, you know, and it goes out into that collective consciousness, and it does make a difference. So heal yourself, heal the world. That's where that comes from, right? So I hope that you found a little value in this. I'm going to ask them for a little story before I get off here. But yeah, I hope that you found a little value in this. And yeah, manifest good things. Manifest. Don't go back to fear. Don't always get triggered back to that fear space. They love that. That's why they put all this scary shit out here. So face our fears. Face them. Face them. It's freeing. It's incredibly freeing. I haven't worried about the boogeyman under my bed since I was about 7 years old. Freeing, right? Just really freeing. So with that, let's see what the universe wants to leave us with. Let's ask the universe for a quick story. What do you want to leave us with today? All right, so quick story for today. They're reassuring us. Humanity has been moved out of troubled water. They really want this to get through to people. Humanity has been moved out of troubled water as far as this frequency goes, okay? As far as that fear around that goes, we've been moved out of that troubled water. It has been stilled, okay? Across from that, these dark agendas are meeting justice, all right? A light is being shown on things. Moving forward, all of these lies are going to come out, okay, you guys? So, you know, stay in your happy place, find your happy place, project good things, manifest from a space of beauty, love, light, happiness, joy. Don't get triggered back to fear. That's what they want. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. Take control of your life. And the more you shine your light, it is contagious, right? It really is. It makes a difference. And it makes all the difference in your own life. It makes all the difference. All right, so is there anything more here that you'd like to say before we end it? Lots of things have been walked away from, okay? And healed. Because we're strong. Because we've been manifesting that. Because a lot of us are saying no. And we are manifesting what we want. And so we're strong. Just like they told us in the beginning. So all of this disappointment and desolation are strategies. It's all strategies to keep us in chaos, okay, you guys? So we're strong. This is all strategy to keep our vibration, to keep us vibrationally in chaos and emotionally in chaos. And, you know, end it. End it. End it. Transmute anything that you don't like. Transmute it. See it filled with light. Say no and see it filled with light. Transmute it. Turn it back around. Send it back. No. And transmute it. It's a pretty powerful message, you guys, so I hope that you've heard it. It's a good one, you know. Walk away from that which doesn't serve you. Always, okay? So a lot of these agendas have been walked away from because they've been healed from out of a place of strength, right? Strength, changing the vibration of things. So all of this chaos that they want to keep us in, and it's ended. It's ended, you guys. It's been transmuted. It's been turned back around. All right. So that's what they want to. They really want this to. They really want you to hear that there's no danger. The danger has been removed. Okay. So whatever that would have done that day, whatever that plan was, that danger has been removed. Okay. So wasn't that they were going to turn into monsters and you know, eat us, right? It wasn't that. It wasn't that. So you're saying any threat that there was around that talk, that agenda, that plan has been healed. Is that correct? It's been transmuted. It's been ended. Is that correct? The scales have been balanced. Karmic scales are balanced. It's not happening. Okay? And, you know, that's whenever you get a 6, you've got to go divine love. So divinely intervened. Okay? Divinely balanced the scales. These systems, these bad guys, have been abundantly started on something new. The manifestation here. Black hats. Chaos. New journey again. Balance again. So basically, okay, so look at this. So the karmic scales have been balanced and we've started something new, all right? So we've moved out of the chaos because something new started. So these bad guys and the good guys, because the King of Pentacles is a really good guy. He's a really good leader. These bad guys and these good guys are going back and forth. So the bad guys are trying to manifest things. The good guys are fighting the bad guys. There's all this chaos being created in the middle of that. But we've started a new frequency, you guys. So the bad guys were focused on one thing, but the frequency has started new. The good guys went after the bad guys and, you know, balanced the scales right at the top. Balancing of the scales to move us into something new here on the earth plane and move us out of that chaos. Is that what you want to say? Have we got it? Is that what you want to say? It's so cold in here this morning. We're looking out at new things right now. You guys are getting chatty. And I have things to do. So we got to wrap this up. So we're looking out at new things now. We're manifesting good stuff. We should be celebrating. We should be celebrating love, right? Because when she is set up good, she is very loving. She's so loving. It's a loving frequency. So we should be celebrating and manifesting love and happiness and joy. Know that we've gotten over the hump. We kicked the devil's ass, all right? They surrendered. It's all been surrendered to. The frequency is gone. Okay, so we've said this in 3 different ways. and I've got stuff to do. Can we be done? And have I delivered the message correctly? Can we be done? Like when you give me these lower cards, I know there's more of a story. But can we be finished now? Are we done? I think they just think it's really important that this message gets out there. Can we be done? Is this it? Did I deliver it correctly? You guys. Yeah, so the military took care of that shit. The military took care of it. The great healers of the world took care of it, you guys. We're victorious. The world over. Now we're done. Now we're done, you guys. All right, so yeah, have no fear, okay? Don't walk with fear. Stand in your power and transmute things because we're powerful. So let's be part of that team working on humanity's behalf instead of part of that team that's working against humanity by helping them to manifest things, by giving them our power to manifest things that we don't want. So step back from fear, reflect, see why it is that that's triggered you into a fear space, and, you know, dig down deep in there and find your power and find your strength and just say no. That's what I do. I just say no. Nope, not on my watch. Not in the world that I live in. Not in my not to me, not to my loved ones, not to the people I love, not to my home, not to my land, not to my town, not to my county, not to my state, not to my country, not to any country, not in my world. No. And then I just envision it all being transmuted into light. And I send it shitloads of love. Love, because love is the highest frequency there is. And it heals everything. And then I feel joyful. And I pull in those feelings of joy. And I keep manifesting the world that I want. Not the one that I don't want. I just say no. So practice, practice, practice that. Practice that. Practice, practice, practice. Practice not getting triggered back into fear, but standing in your power. You guys are so freaking powerful. You guys are so powerful. More powerful than you realize. More powerful than you realize. So, and you know, you chose to be here at this time. You're strong. All of us souls that chose to be here during this time, we're strong. We came in with strength, baby, you know. And realize that whatever your neighbor is doing is outside of your control. The only control that you have is within yourself. And stand in your power, right? All right, you guys. I hope that you found a little value in this. Until next time, many, many blessings and much, much love from me to all of you. And I think I said it in the beginning, but I don't know. If I didn't, the healing intentions are always set for you folks. Always, always, always. So go ahead. Stand in your power. Breathe it in. If you so choose, free will, right? If you so choose, breathe it in and decree it for your highest and greatest good, only and always. And until next time, take good care of yourselves. All right, you guys. See ya.